Yeah, it's such a shame. Well, thanks so much. Brent Line from TheWrap. I'm here with Albert Brooks and Nicolas Refn of Drive at our award screening series. And gentlemen, can you tell me a little bit about how you got involved in the project and what attracted you to the film?
Well, it was the other way around. It was really by me and Ryan wanting to work together. And that led to us deciding to do Drive. And the villain in Drive, Bernie Rose, there was really one actor. I mean, here in Hollywood, they give you a list of names that played the same character in other movies in case, things don't work out. And then they get taken off the list if those movies didn't work. That list is basically recycled every year. But I wanted to work with Albert Brooks, not because I knew him personally, but because I was always fascinated by him ever since I was little. And I said, but not that old. Okay, I was very young. And I said I had a phone call with Albert, explaining to him what I wanted to do with the movie and what I wanted to do with the character of Bernie Rose. And then I sent him the script that was based on Jim Salas's book. And Albert came by my house and we had a very interesting meeting. I sensed that you were quite neurotic, which gave me the idea of him killing people with knives, and he was very particular.
Before I left, as we were standing in the doorway, I pinned him up against
like this,
and I said very quietly, just so you know, I was a football player and I'm very physical.
Yes. So I said, wow. And that came out of nowhere. So
I pinned him up against the wall. It could have backfired, but it didn't.
On the contrary. And then, right away I knew it was going to be, it was always going to be him, but we had never met. But right there, it just certified it. And you happily agreed. And when he agreed, the best part of making this film was Albert and Ron Perlman and Bryan Cranston at my house, improvising a lot of scenes and really working on the characters. And the best part was actually shooting the movie with me and Ryan. We basically laughed every single day Albert was there.
And Albert, this is such a departure for you. Was this something that you wanted to do?
Yes.
What about, were you eager to kill someone on screen?
No, it wasn't that. It's that, I started as an actor. I've certainly made my own movies, and there's always a big part of me that likes that craft. And at this stage of my life, I didn't really want to play people that I could write myself. So I was really looking for something that would be not expected, and with a director that was exciting, and all the things fit. So it was exactly what I was looking for. I use the word villain because there's no better word, but it's just to play somebody who lets other kinds of emotions out other than comedy.
And you've done a lot of directing. You've worked with some great directors. What is Nick like as a director?
I got nothing but I'll tell you the truth when he leaves.
And Nick,
one thing I think Albert was looking for was to do a movie with a European whose name he couldn't pronounce.
That's what I asked my agent. I said to my agent, I don't care who it is, just make sure they're European.
Yeah, and the names are really funny.
Well, I noticed the in-joke in the movie about you made European films. Was that a sort of a conscious thing for you to put that in?
Well, it wasn't so much a metaphysical part, but the idea was that in James Salas's book, the Nino character is more, would you say, a conventional mobster. But I felt that in the movie, because everything is about transformation, and Bernie Rose being the nemesis to Driver, Bernie Rose needs to go through his own transformation. And so the idea of him being a gangster that became a movie producer, and suddenly, through the course of the movie, has to go back to become a gangster again, which he doesn't want to, was an interesting kind of direction. And so the idea that he used to produce movies and, basically that's how you refer to films if they didn't work and the critics liked them. In America you say, well, my film didn't work here, but they said it was too European.
In America, that was never a compliment.
No, that was never a compliment.
Great. Well, thank you both so much.
All right. Thank you.